Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. There may be other people who join, and that's fine. But throughout the presentation today, this orientation that you're a part of, if you have any questions that come to mind, I just want you to click on the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen and jot down that question, hit send so that the presenters, so each of us know what questions you have, so we can answer those questions while you have us here. At the end of the presentation, you will get the opportunity to meet with your program directors, which would be fantastic. We hopefully will be able to do the breakout sessions with this new webinar format. So anyways, let's go ahead and focus on getting started here. So thank you for taking the time out of your day. We are very excited that you now get to become a part of the Brookline family. You can see the family of panelists. If they're on your screen, you can see the video of most of them here. These are, again, your new family members. These are the people that you're going to turn to for help and support throughout your education. You'll be working closely with probably at least one of them, as they are your program director in charge of taking care of you and helping make sure you have all the tools you need to succeed and get from where you're at now to being in the field working, which is why you're coming here, right? You'll again learn a little bit more about all of the roles and resources that you have today. I just want to start off with just a real brief introduction. I promise I'll try to keep it brief. But this is something that has always helped me, and so I try to communicate it with anybody who's taken on a new venture, a new challenge, this new thing that you're adding to your life, which is school, right? So it's always an adjustment when you take on something new, and you're trying to find, you know, a way to fit it into your life. And just like when you go to the gym and start working out for the first time, the first couple days you're sore, you're uncomfortable, you're clumsy, you don't have any type of routine. But if you stick with it and you keep going and you keep showing up, right, you start seeing results. Well, the same is with school. When you first start into school, if this is your first time in a while of being in school, again, it could be uncomfortable at first. There could be a little bit of uncertainty about my class and how it's going to go and what do I do. But if you can just stick through that little piece of discomfort, eventually it'll become just a routine, something you know, and something you're starting to thrive in as you're working towards really changing your life. So what the best advice that I can give you is to not listen to the voices in your head. And what I mean by that is just human nature for us is we always have a voice in our head that is trying to, by default, protect us. And by protecting, their way of protecting is by keeping you from taking action, right? Because if you just don't do anything and you sit still or you lay in bed or whatever it is, then you're protected. There's no danger. So your body will always try to pull you towards that comfort zone. So when you first wake up in the day, that's when the first time you hear your voice in your head, and it's trying to say, shut off the alarm and go back to sleep. Or, nah, you don't need to go into work today, or you don't need to go into school today, right? The voices are already starting as soon as you wake up. So my encouragement to you is just to be stronger than that voice and not let that voice keep you from the dream or the goal that you have of this new career that you're going into. Once you learn how to better control that voice, it doesn't get as loud anymore. It's not as loud and overpowering as it has been in the past. And it's amazing when you just make the choice. You choose to ignore that voice and get up. You choose to show up each day for your class. If you show up every day for your class, I know the people that are on this screen, these panelists, I know they will take care of you and get you where you need to go. You know, get you to the goal, which is getting you into the career. But the part that they can't do is they can't get you out of bed. They can't get you dressed for the day. They can't get you dialed in and showing up to class and doing the work, right? That's something that you need to do. So make that choice each day. And as long as you're making that choice correctly and showing up every day, just like you do in the gym, eventually it'll start to get more comfortable and bam, you'll start seeing results. And it always feels good when you start seeing results. Especially when it's going towards something like this, which ultimately should help you change your life. So fantastic. I, again, appreciate all of you taking your time out of your day to get ready for this exciting transition you're going to be making on Monday. We are all here to support you. I'm going to be turning it over to some of the others to speak with, but just know, in general, if you end up having to leave soon or something like that, just know the admissions team is here to answer any questions that you have throughout the weekend and into Monday. If you run into any struggles, we're there to support you. Just please make sure somebody knows that you're having an issue or a struggle so that we can address it and make sure that you are taken care of. We do have the tech session on Sunday, so if anybody needs additional help or support becoming familiar with logging into your session of class, you'll want to do that by joining that Sunday session. Anybody registered for this will automatically receive an email afterwards with that link. But again, if you don't receive that email, call your admissions rep. They'll give you a direct link that you can just click on Sunday if you have additional questions about getting into your class. But all of you should be able to do that now, to get in there, do your syllabus quiz, and get 100% ready for Monday. That's all I got. But again, welcome. We're excited to have you. And I am going to turn things over, I believe, to Todd, our campus president.
Great. Thanks, Corey. And I would also like to officially welcome everyone to the Brookline family. And on behalf of the college, one thing that we do very, very well is we communicate. And with these different times, we won't call them difficult or challenging anymore, but different times, communication is so important, especially how we're operating and delivering the educational piece. So what I want to do first of all on the screen is make sure you have my name and you've got my phone number directly. And also I've created a Tucson pipeline at brooklinecollege.edu email. So if you have a question, a comment, a suggestion, any type of feedback, whether negative or positive, we want to make sure you put that in that pipeline. I'll make sure we get that disseminated and forwarded to the right person to get you an answer or to get you the information you're looking for. So you'll meet a lot of people today. One of the themes I try to use, a new word I've kind of come up with orientations, is encouragement. We want to encourage you to be the best you can be. We want to work with motivating you. We want to make sure that you're in a position where you can set yourself up for success and you have a lot of great people around you. If I could, then we'll turn things over to Nicole to actually share a short video with everyone.
Hello, I'm Dr. Brandon Kozar, Director of the You Matter Staff Support Program at Nationwide Children's Hospital. And I just wanted to spend a few moments providing some helpful guidance on how to try to stay as emotionally healthy and resilient as possible as we're all working through this COVID-19 crisis. I guess the first thing that I would suggest is to kind of be compassionate to yourself regarding how you're reacting and responding. Many of us, all of us, at some point or another are going to have various stress responses. It's important to recognize that your stress response is normal given this time. You may even feel a bit panicky, you may even feel a bit out of control at times. Please exercise good self-compassion and care during this moment and realize that all of us are going to have our moments of struggle. It's okay and it's quite normal. The second thing is to recognize that as much as we at this hospital want to promote physical distancing in order to minimize the spread of the virus, it's very important for us to stay socially connected. Make sure that you reach out to friends and family, touch base with people, give them calls, set up FaceTime chats and other forms of video conferencing. Stay connected to people. It's very, very important. So we practice physical distancing, but we promote social connection. The next tip is to try to look for unique opportunities that this very unique situation presents you. Yes, it's very difficult. Yes, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's okay to be scared. But there's also unique positive opportunities that may exist. Maybe opportunity to do some things that you didn't have time before, or spend time with family in a way that you never had to because of just a hustle and bustle of regular life. The other tip is to try to engage in activities that have before and ends. I call these tangible activities, if you will. There's nothing that existed before, but then something's improved afterwards. When we're dealing with a time of uncertainty, as we are dealing with right now, it's very important for us to engage in activities that feels like that we have made a difference. It can be as simple as cooking or cleaning out the closet or rearranging the garage. Activities that allows you to feel productive. And then finally, please recognize that as much as we want to be up to date with the facts and figures and the information, the news of what's going on with COVID-19, please recognize that we need to moderate our exposure. Too much media exposure can have an unhealthy negative consequence on our stress levels. We want you to be informed. Make sure that you pay attention to how much exposure you have. Try following these tips, and they will help on some level. Thank you. Stay well. You matter.
Thanks, Nicole. So just a little bit about myself. I had the opportunity to be born and raised in a small town in West Virginia among a family of educators. And through the years, the difference I think today versus even yesterday is so much, not that's different, but goes back to how education is delivered, not just during the times of COVID, but because of technology. So there's a lot of tools and resource support that's out there. So you want to take advantage of all those tools that are out there. But as a new student coming in, and many of you I'm sure have been to college before, or maybe this is your first time, but you've been in some type of schooling. And I'd suggest that you take these types of times where you may have more of that quality time at home, where you're not having to get up in the morning and get in your car and travel to the campus. But you're in a position where you can do things not just at your convenience. You'll have some structure, you'll have that extra time where you must budget that time to really be effective to get the best out of your education. So I challenge each of you as you leave today is to start thinking different about the type of commitment that you'll be making for the success of the field that you're in and how you want to pursue that. Many of you have children that are in school online. We know those challenges that are out there. Every situation is not the same. I've heard people talk about, being in the same boat. It's not being so much in the same boat. It's the same storm. Maybe you're in a different boat because you might have several younger children that are going to school as you're going to school. And you may be working while you're going to school. And you have all those extra chores and things you're still doing. So we understand that. So you want to become that master of time management to really move through this and be successful. And it will be so easy just to get up in the morning or not get up in the morning. And one thing, and Corey, I think you said a couple orientations ago, get up in the morning, take that shower, get dressed as if you're going to work, going to school, and put yourself in the position to be successful. Being on time to me is 5 or 10 minutes early. You want to be definitely prepped and ready to go. You want to make your best impression, put your best foot forward, because in the end, when you don't log in, and Mr. Wolf will talk about this, that's really part of your attendance record that the employers will take a good look at. So a chance really why we're going through these different times to put your best foot forward and most importantly, build your skill sets, those soft and specialized skills to be able to put yourself in a place to put your education to work soon after graduation. So again, the biggest takeaway today is put names with faces. You'll know who your program director is. It's a very strong administrative support system here at the college to make sure if you have questions, comments, concerns, you can get those answered. And again, my information's up on the screen. Welcome again to the Brookline family. I'll turn things over to our Director of Education. Nicole?
I have to unmute myself. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Nicole Bousquet. As Todd said, I'm the, oops, I don't mean to do that again. Sorry. I am the Director of Education. I've been with Brookline College for almost 10 years now. And as many people know, education is my passion. I think I have said this before. I think I've been in school since I was 4 years old. So, only about 20 years, right? And this part of the orientation is interactive. So as much as Corey has said at the beginning, when I ask some questions, if you could put your answers in the chat, and we have Ms. Ashley Walker, our LRC director, she's going to be monitoring the chat for us so that she can pipe in and answer, ask those questions for us. So let's get started. Welcome to your orientation. I want to start out with, what is your word? This is something we do for all of our orientations. It's a central word or theme to guide your actions or what you want to embrace more of in the coming year. So what word do you think would describe this for you? What is your word? And so you can go ahead and start chatting away in the Q&A. What word comes to mind? What are you looking for in this coming year? It's quiet. I don't see, oh, there we go. What do we got? Success. All right. Change. Good one. Achievement. Determine. I like these. Ooh, better future. Absolutely. These are some great answers. Good. So what I have up here are some other words that you might consider. Hope, confidence, conquer. How many of you guys are doing this because you have maybe family, your dreams, right? These are all some great ideas. Ashley, were there more popping up? Bright future. Nice. Good. I like it. Thank you. Thank you everyone for your answers. Okay, so Brookline has a specific word, and that word is aspire. We aspire to provide every tool a student will need to obtain their dreams of a better future. That's why you guys are coming here, right? You want a better future. You are determined. You want to provide for you, for your family, for whatever reason, whatever your why is. And we are here to help you move through that. Okay. Next, social media. I'm sure all of you have smartphones. Probably you're on Facebook. Maybe you're on Twitter, Snapchat, right? I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not the best with computers. And Carl, stop laughing. I can see you. I tell everyone I do have a Facebook, but I'm more of a Facebook stalker. I like to see what everyone else is doing. I rarely put up anything. But what we'd like you to do after this orientation is please pull out your phone, like us on Facebook. It's mostly because we will let you know what's going on at the school. Carl Wolf will put up some job leads, career leads. There's a difference, and Carl will tell you the difference between the two here in a little bit. Any events that are going on, we love putting up success stories. If you know someone that's here, if they referred you and they get a job, you'll see their story up on Facebook that they received a job. And you know what? The next one actually could be you. You could be our next success story. So please like us on Facebook. Getting to know who we are. You've met Todd Matthews, you've met me now, and you've met Corey. Most of you probably have met Joyce. She's our Director of Financial Aid. If not her, then you've met with Raquel. Those are our two financial aid. Carl Wolf will be talking to you here in a little bit with Career Services. Hopefully you've met Ashley Walker to walk through your Moodle and your tech support. If not, I'm sure she'll get with you in a little bit. And then we have Tanya Southam. She is our Student Service Coordinator. And her responsibilities are to help you anything that's not academic. So if you're having any issues with, childcare, let's see, housing, anything, or just someone to talk to, Tanya is there for you, okay? Let's see, Brookline's college mission statement. This is a lot of words, guys, right? Every company has a mission statement, and it evolves as we grow and we get bigger and things change. But ultimately, we are committed to preparing students academically and professionally to meet the constantly changing employment requirements for businesses. So what you're going to find in today's orientation, after we go through a couple of housekeeping, is you're going to meet your program directors. And they really do hate it when I say this, but between all of them, they have over 100 years experience. So as both Corey and Todd were saying, you need to come to class. You can pick up the book and you can read it and you can understand it, But if you don't come to class, you're not going to get the actual real life scenarios that happen, because my instructors, my program directors, they all know what's going on currently in the workforce. So you will be better prepared going out into the industry if you come to class and listen to what your program directors say. Okay? So on your first day of class, what to bring? A positive attitude. You know, sometimes when we're doing a new thing, there are some people around us that might just say, really, what are you thinking of doing? You know, you don't have time for that. You can't do that. You need to push those people away. Those are not people that you want to have in your life right now. You need to come to school with a positive attitude, because we all have a positive attitude and we're excited that you're here. So come to school with a positive attitude, great attendance, like I just said. And Carl Wolf is going to talk to you about how attendance does play a factor in trying to get to a job in the future, or career in the future. So please, great attendance. You need to have a computer with internet, pens, pencils, highlighters, paper. Flash drive is always great. I know Todd was talking about how the changes in our lives right now. I have a 6-year-old, and it's so difficult with a Chromebook, having to take a picture of her math and send it to my flash drive and upload it to her Chromebook. I mean, so, you know, having all of these things in place before day one will make things go a lot smoother for you. And as far as allied health programs, you guys will be issued 2 sets of your Brookline scrubs. And when you're here on campus doing your competencies, we ask that you wear your scrubs and closed boots. Okay. Campus activities. We have this again is all pre-COVID-19. And as you can see, look at all of the smiling faces on here. We have so much fun. Down here in the corner, we did green eggs and ham at the beginning of March of this year for Dr. Seuss's birthday. My daughter and I made a lot of green eggs and ham. And if I never see another one of those again, I'll be very happy. We also did the Tucson Heart Walk. As you can see, this happened right when COVID was hitting. We were all going to walk, and we had to do it virtually. So we still did it. We just all walked virtually and posted pictures. So that's Miss Deborah Golden there. She ran that. We have criminal justice down here where they're working on some techniques with forensics. We have the phlebotomy, horsing around here, but they're a really good group. We also have career fairs over here. We like to do a lot of fun things on this campus, holiday events, career service workshops, community service. We have guest speakers. We used to do planned field trips. Hopefully when all of this COVID is over with, we'll be able to get back to that. Okay. Are there any questions so far? Thought I saw a chat pop up. Nope. Okay, sorry. Not for me. All right, the next thing on our list is Ambassador Program. This is an amazing opportunity for any student that wants to get some benefits and rewards for being part of Brookline College, not just as a student, but above and beyond. Because most of you are going into almost the same program, whether it's medical assisting or PCT or phlebotomy, and you're going to be graduating with your other classmates. What is going to set you above your other classmates, right? You know, is an employer going to want to look at someone who just went through the day-to-day stuff and got a 3.5 GPA and all of that stuff? Or are they going to look at someone who did that as well as been a part of the actual school? So it's a leadership program for students. We are looking for people that want to help assist with tutoring, study tips, kind of just being a representative of Brookline College. So there are some requirements. You do have to finish 1 class before you can get into it, just so that we can get your GPA and 80% attendance. But what comes with that are the red scrubs. You get acknowledged at graduation. You help assist with the community. And the most important thing that Carl will tell you is that it's a great addition to your resume. Okay. So if you are interested in the Ambassador Program after your first class, please reach out to your program director and we'll get you on the right track. Okay. All right, the Library Resource Center, the hours of operations have changed a little bit, but we are open from 7:30 to 5, Monday through Thursday, and 8 to 12 on Friday. And what this means is we are an open resource. So you can come in to the campus and use our computers, our internet. If it's just time to get away from, you know, your 3 children at home or whatever it is that you need, please come here. We are available. Miss Ashley Walker is here to help you. We have resources available for checkout. We do workshops on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. So keep that in mind if you need to use a computer for your classes. All right, so the next slide here is our student portal. Most of you should be familiar with this. This is what you use to actually do your enrollment paperwork. But as you get in now, you will see that you can find your schedule, financial aid activity. If you need your transcripts at the end of your program, please go in through here and request them. You can get your grades in here as well as your attendance. With this slide and the next slide, you will get more information on your first day of class as well if you have not gotten it with Ashley yet. So Moodle. Now guys, this is where you're gonna spend 90% of your time, right? Is doing coursework, your ebooks, your syllabus, your instructors in here, your program director. This is the web page that Ashley spoke to you about. This is where everything is for all of your classwork, not to mention some announcements. We also have what's called the Brookline Backyard, which is a gathering place for students. So you can go in there and you can talk to students who are on the Albuquerque campus, Tempe, Phoenix, even online. These would be students who are in your program or not in your program. It's just a place for you guys as students to get together and talk to one another, okay? All right, and when we are on campus, when you guys are here doing your competencies, it's really important that we stay safe and secure on campus. So when you are coming to campus for the first time, we'll make sure that you have an ID badge. So kind of just, you know, a nice little cute ID badge. We want you to wear it while you're here. That way we know that you are supposed to be on campus. I'm on campus, Mr. Matthews on campus, and then some admission reps, your teachers will be here. So we just want to make sure that if you are supposed to be on campus, you have that badge. And if you see something, just say something, because I can't be around this huge building all the time. So if you see something, please just let us know, okay? All right, here comes a more interactive. Professionals in training. So someone tell me what a definition of a professional is, please. Crickets, crickets. Anyone? You seeing anything, Ashley? Anyone know what a professional is? Quiet. Are we all still on?
Nothing has came through that I can see.
Nicole, you're a professional. How's that?
Oh, thank you. So are you, Deborah. Thank you. Oh, did we get something? Someone who is dependable. Very good. Like it. Anything else?
Some people did join late, so just a reminder to everybody, there's a button at the bottom of your screen that says Q&A. So that is the easiest way to be able to respond to the questions or to ask questions. So just use that Q&A button at the bottom of your screen.
Thank you, Corey. Future, open, answer. Okay. All right. So a professional is characterized by or conforming to the technical or ethical standards of a profession. It's someone that exhibits a courteous and conscientious and generally a business-like manner in the workplace. So now that you guys know the definition, can you think of anyone in your lives that's a professional? Renee says, someone who presents themselves professionally appearance. Good, good. Can anyone tell me of someone that's a professional in their own personal lives? Jackie says, my coworkers. Great. Renee says, my uncle, who's a doctor, my aunt, who's an LPN, and wow, you come from a long line of medical. Your cousin is a doctor in Mexico. Nice. Jackie. Jackie said, myself and coworkers. Nice. That's a great one, Jackie, because the professional that employers are going to be looking for, Jackie, you nailed it. It's you. You are the professional that the employers are going to be looking for. Can you, at the end of your program, you are going to be the one that has the technical and ethical standards of the profession, and you are the one that the employer is going to be looking for. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to turn it over now to Mr. Carl Wolf, and he's going to talk to you about career services.
Well, thank you, Nicole, and hello, everybody. It's good to have you on today for orientation. Welcome. Before I say anything about career services, I want to make a comment about reality. She made a response about being a professional mom. I really like that, and the reason why I want to touch on that is because the last few weeks I've had a few students talk to me, and actually a couple of graduates as well, talk to me about, how are they going to be able to put stuff on their resume because they're homemakers or they're taking care of their kids and whatnot. And believe you me, that's work. That's some serious work. So you should not discount that. And yes, there is a way you can put that on your resume that is attractive, not just to you, but to an employer as well. So more reason why you should connect with me early on, and let's get things going. But anyways, let's talk about career services. Folks, that's my aspect that I bring to our campus as a whole and your education as well. There's a line of sight. You are all here today beginning this journey because you have a purpose. Whatever that purpose is, whatever that reason is, you should be able to see that light at the end of the tunnel, right? You should have that line of sight, whether you are MA, whether you are surg tech, whether you are phlebotomy, whether you are pharmacy tech, it does not matter. Just know that I am here to help you make that connection. How do I do that? Now, I start by partnering with you right from day one as we're here today. I'm talking to you about your career. Why am I doing this? Because your career starts today, believe it or not. Whether you're going to be an MA, whether you're going to be a pharmacy tech, whether you're going to be a phlebotomist, your career starts today. You need to have an all-out change of mind right now from the get-go. Because this show is on like Donkey Kong. This is no joke. It is starting right now, and you've got to come with your game face on every day. You have heard our amazing director of education, our amazing campus director all talk about attendance, and our amazing director of education also talk about attendance. Folks, it is so key. Attendance is so key. You cannot convince me that you will go to school 2 days a week, and yet when it's work, you go to work 5 days a week. It doesn't work. What you do in school is exactly what you're going to do in your career. I can bet you anything. I've seen it time and again. So attendance is key. You have to be in school, and you have to be awake and ready to get some learning and improve your skill set, right? Now, this month, my tidbit for the entire student body has been resume. And so I'm gonna make it for you guys as well. Your resume is key. It is critical. It is a living, breathing document. If you don't have one, don't stress about it. It's why I'm here. I'm here to help you and work with you to create one. Just know that I do not write resumes, and I will not write a resume for you. Okay? What I will do is I will work with you. Doesn't matter how you bring it to me, whether it's in pencil, whether it's in ink, whether it's via email, it doesn't matter. Whether you're gonna come tell me verbally, that's okay. You bring what you have, and together we will build it up to make it an amazing reflection of you. Something that is appealing and acceptable to employers, and something that you are comfortable with, right? Writing a resume for you is hurting you. Because if I write a resume for you and you get an interview, when you get into that interview, believe me, they're gonna know you didn't write that resume. Okay? Now, at that point, I've hurt you. I haven't helped you. And I'm here to help you. So I will help you. If you've never written one, I will help you from the very bottom, from the very basics, and we will build one up, because you have got to be able to learn how to do that and know how to do that, right? The philosophy that I bring to resume writing is simple. Maybe you've heard this before, maybe you have not. If you have, great. If you have not, here we go. When you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. But when you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. That is the analogy that I bring to resume writing for career services and for each of you. If I write one for you, I've just fed you for that moment. But if I help you and teach you how to write a resume, you've learned it for a lifetime. And it doesn't matter what career path you take, where you go, you are able to fend for yourself. Does that make sense? It's okay to unmute your system and say something back.
Oh, Carl, there's no unmute.
Oh, there isn't? Well, fantastic. I appreciate that. I learned something new today. So here we go. So
they can still communicate with you through the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yes, and Jackie said, yes, that makes sense.
Outstanding. Thank you, Jackie. So folks, something I want to tell you guys about, I want to give you some keys for success, right? You've heard all this great stuff that has been said from campus president, the director of education, director of admissions. I boil it all down to 4 things. I call it the 3 A's and the 1 M, right? Your 3 A's are your attendance, your attitude, your appearance. The 1 M is your mindset. Folks, your attendance is key. I've said that already. You've heard it so many times. There's no point in beating a dead horse. Just get to school, please. Get to class. Folks, if you wake up, look, we are in this COVID-19 environment. The world has not stopped. Let me say that again. The world has not stopped. You shouldn't stop. If you stop, the world's going to leave you behind. Okay? Just as you are enrolling into your education right now, you're starting, this journey. Employers are still hiring. Have some not stopped hiring? Of course they have. Good, bad, or indifferent, it is the way it is. But the employers who are hiring, there are new jobs coming up based on this COVID-19 environment. And when we look at that, that's the positive side of things. That's what we want to focus on. That's what's going to drive us. That's what's going to make us know that, hey, we can definitely make a difference. You can make a difference in your life. And that's the step that you started, right? So, your attendance, key. Your attitude. Guys, you have got to have the right attitude, a positive attitude, a can-do attitude. This woe is me kind of stuff, folks, we got to put it aside. We got to wake up. We realize that we've got resources around us that we can leverage, that we can lean on to make us better and help us reach our goals, right? Your goals, you want to complete your education, you want that life change, whether it is improving yourself, whether it's making a better life for your kids, whether it's making a better life for whoever or whatever. You have resources, and the resources that you have are the resources that you're looking at right now and the resources that you're listening to right now, right? From campus president all the way to the bottom of the rank where I'm at, right? We are all ready, everybody included your PDs, to help you. So please take us up on it. Appearance. Folks, this is key. I'm not saying go and become like the Kardashians or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about, appearance. I'm just talking about the simple stuff that speak volumes. Your scrubs, are they ironed? Are they washed? Right? Is your face clean? Is your hair, neat? Be it a haircut, be it whatever it is that you do, right? Makeup, you're conservative about it. It's, these are the things that speak volumes about you. Because when we communicate, it's not only verbal. We communicate non-verbally as well. How we show up, our facial expressions, our dress code, folks, all these are ways of communication. And these are ways that you communicate to employers, right? So part of career services, we teach you all these things that bring or that make you aware of what you should be looking for in whatever environment in which you are, be it an interview environment, be it just an extern role, be it just having discussions virtually with employers. Because, by the way, that's something that you're going to be experiencing. I have been feverishly working with our employer partners to get them into your classrooms virtually. So back again comes attendance. If you are not in attendance, you're going to miss that interaction. Why do I do that? Because I am exposing you to your career. These are experts in your field. An MA professional is not going to be talking to phlebotomists or to surgical techs. An MA professional will be talking to MA students. Surgical tech professional will be talking to surgical technologists, right? Everyone geared for your success. So you have got to be there to participate in that. Folks, the last thing I mentioned was the mindset. What is your mindset? We talk about can-do attitude. Do you have a can-do mindset? Or are you one who, at the least sign of anything, you suddenly coil up and you're like, well, I can't do this anymore and this and that and whatnot. You can't do that. The world is still moving on. COVID-19 or not, it is still happening. And you can still be successful in COVID-19. I guarantee you. Okay? Now, earlier on, our Director of Education mentioned the Ambassador Program. Folks, the Ambassador Program is not for show. It's not, I got a 3.8 or I got a 3.5 kind of thing. Let me help you understand how that relates to an employer. An employer isn't just looking for somebody who has a diploma or a degree or a certificate. The employer already has what? Employees. They have a current team. They're looking for somebody who can bring value to that team. Somebody who can be a team player. Somebody who can provide mentoring. Somebody who is coachable, right? Why do I talk about all these? Talk about all these because that's what is included in that ambassador program. You're going to be a mentor to your peers as well as to other students. Are you up to the challenge? Are you able to help somebody through their difficulty that they're having with their classwork or their homework? Not giving them answers, but are you able to put tangible steps in place so they can follow to be able to reach that end result that is desired? How does that relate to an employer? That's what you call teamwork. Because in a team environment, you are able to help others so that there's a collective success, right? Folks, I am not going to sit here and just bore you, but I'll tell you something else that you should be aware of. In this COVID-19 environment, there's a lot of virtual stuff happening, be it interviews or meetings and so on and so forth. I do a lot of virtual calls with the students. They'll tell you that, right? Part of it is because I have to feed that side of me because I'm a people person and I can't be locked up, for too long. I'll go crazy. So I will be scheduling calls with you guys virtually, one-on-one or in groups based on your programs. And we will go through either what questions you have or presentations. And I may have an employer partner with me as well during that time. So I personally am excited for each and every one of you. I am so looking forward to meeting you guys, because sooner or later, COVID-19 is going to have a cure or some vaccination. What am I trying to say? Some cure or vaccination that will help us be able to get back together, even not in large groups, maybe in small groups. But congratulations to each and every one of you. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is my phone number. I'd like you all to take a pen and paper and write this down. It's 520-584-5264. That's 520-584-5264. Call me. Let's set up a time, right? My email address is my first name, Carl, C-A-R-L, dot my last name, which is Wolf, which is W-U-L-F-F, at brooklinecollege.edu. So carl.wolf at brooklinecollege.edu. Absolutely. Reality, I will do that for you. No problem. You are most welcome. Folks, I wish you the very best. And just know that we are here for your success. Help us help you be successful. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Carl.
Hey, Nicole, I'm going to jump in real quick. I've been trying to figure out who, one of you has a name that you're signed in as Moto G7 Power. I have no idea who that is, but I want to give you credit for your orientation. I've sent you a couple messages, but you must have missed it. Can you just either put in the Q&A or in the chat box, and please let me know your name so I can give you credit for orientation. I'm not sure who Moto G7 Power is. Okay, please message. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's continue on. Maybe.
Did Edgar make it in today?
I don't believe so.
Maybe that's Edgar. Okay, so before you know it, you guys, you are going to be graduating. Graduation, I love this. This is my favorite part. You can see all these happy faces on here with students with their kids and with their classmates. And, you know, this is the most exciting time. This is what we look forward to. And to get there, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take a positive attitude, excellent attendance, and no excuses. We can find an excuse to stop doing whatever it is that we want to do, but you know what? You guys have to keep continuing to remember what your why is. What your why is, why you came here in the first place. Your programs are 8 months, some are 14 months. It is a short period of time for you to get through and just change your lives, you guys. And we are here to support that, okay? All right. Are there any questions?
Real quick, sorry. It looks like
Yeah,
we
no
have an
problem.
answer. That would be Nadia attending. Corey.
Yes, I did see that. Thank you so much, Nadia. I've given you the proper credit. I appreciate it.
Okay. Do we have any Q&A at this point? Any questions before I introduce you to your program directors? Quiet, quiet. Okay, all right.
I just did want to add real quick. So there is a little issue with our breakout sessions on here. So what we're having, these program directors that you're about to meet are the people you are going to meet with. But they have received your email address. I have emailed it to them. They're going to create another little Ring Central meeting just like this, but much more interactive, where you'll be able to talk freely with them and meet with them as soon as this is over. But you should be receiving that email from them. So pay attention when the names are listed. When you see your program, that's the person who you're going to get an email from with that link to join as soon as this session is over. Just want to give you guys a heads up. Thank you.
Yes, I have them setting it up for 1:30. So the meeting will start at 1:30. Your program director will reach out to you through an email. So after we're done with this. All right. So thank you, Corey. So we're going to start off with Miss Audrey Gallardo. She is the program director for patient care technician. Miss Audrey, you want to say hi?
Hi.
There she is, pretty and green today.
Welcome everyone to the Brookline family. I'm super excited to meet all my new PCTs. I love what I do, and I instill this passion, hopefully in all my students as well. This is a super exciting time for us because we are living in a very strange time, but we are coming to class now, and we're getting to know each other, and we're practicing what we actually will be doing out in the field. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm super excited to meet you guys, and after this meeting I will reach out to 3 of you and we'll hang together and we'll get to know each other a little better. Welcome everyone.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Miss Patty Bryden. She is the program director for medical billing and coding. Want to say hi?
Hi. Hello. So who here likes money? Money?
Duh.
I do.
Medical biller and coder is responsible for your doctor's office staff and doctor getting paid. So we're an important part of the medical team, but we do not touch people at all. So I'm not into that. No. Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm the one who has passed out when getting my blood drawn. So we do not do that. So.
Sorry, that just kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting you to say that because I totally don't like touching people either. And Amy, who you'll meet here in a little bit, our phlebotomy, she's always wanting to use my arm with her students, and I keep saying, no, not going to happen. So yes, I
Amy
like money.
is one of the only people that I've ever let draw my blood.
Is Amy?
She's
See?
a phlebotomist.
There you go. There you go. That's a testament. Thank you, Patty.
Yes, thank you, Patty.
All right, next up we have Miss Jessica Lemon. She is the sterile processing and surge tech program director. Would you like to say hello?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with Patty. Made it easy for me this time because this is always my worst. I don't like to talk. So I'm gonna follow up with who likes blood and guts because that's us. So welcome. I've already sent out the email for our meeting at 1:30, and then we will. So we will.
As you can see, she's not a woman of many words,
at
but
1:30.
She does amazing things in her lab. Maybe 6 months ago, you dissected cow hearts.
We did cow hearts. We dissected sharks. My program is very hands-on. I like to get as gross as I can, as legal as I can. We can't dissect humans, but my last, when we were in anatomy, I took my students to the ME office, and they got to watch autopsies for a couple hours. So it's very interactive.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. All right. Next up, we have Miss Deborah Golden. She is the Institutional Program Director for Pharmacy Tech and Allied Health Program Director as well. Deborah, would you like to say a few words?
So who likes drugs?
Yeah.
Legal ones, of course.
Yes,
Deb.
After you've gotten a prescription. But anyway, welcome everybody. I haven't sent out my invites yet for the Ring Central because my computer is kind of running like molasses right now, but just watch for it in your email. I probably have to wait till this one's done, and then I'll have to send emails out. So it's all good.
Okay. Thank you, Deborah. All right. I'm afraid. Oh no, Jamie. Uh-oh.
Why is everybody so afraid when it's my turn to talk? I was going to say who likes needles, but that would be, I'm leaving that for Amy. So who likes shots?
Who likes shots? I think you're going to get a no on that one.
And I mean all kinds. Yeah,
So
I'm
Jamie,
the.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go.
I was just going to introduce you as the medical assistant and MOA program director. So go ahead.
Yes, that's me. Yeah, it's super fun, and we are the people that like a little bit of everything, right? The people that aren't necessarily, they like the admin stuff, but they don't want to sit at a desk all day. They like the direct patient care stuff, but they don't want to, do that all day. This is what we do.
Okay. All right.
See, I was good.
You were good. I was just a little worried. All right. Here, Amy Shepard-Jones is Amy Shepard-Jones is the program director for phlebotomy. Amy.
Hey.
There she is.
Hi. Well, yeah, I'm last. So if you like playing in body fluids, you are definitely in the right field. I'm still currently working in the field, and with all the technical issues I've gone through today, this is just kind of awkward, and I'm already kind of spent. So I haven't sent out the invites. As soon as I get off of here, I'll send the invites to my 4 new ducks to the pond. But welcome. Right.
Thank you, Amy. All right. And last but not least, we have Mr. Christopher Kay. He is the Criminal Justice and Business Program Director. Christopher, would you like to say something?
Wyatt Earp.
Be good, Christopher.
Hi. I'm going to be good. It's a pleasure. Welcome all of you to Brookline College, and I look forward to speaking to you guys in the breakout session. You should have received your email already, so if you have any trouble with that, let us know.
Okay. You're not going to say who likes to, watch videos, medical, legal, death investigations.
He's like,
stuff?
who likes dead bodies?
Yeah, who likes dead bodies? Who likes investigating crime?
Crime.
Yeah, Deborah and I are a little at odds, so she's got the drugs and we fight the crime.
Sometimes they go hand in hand, don't they? All righty. Thank you, Christopher. And congratulations to all of the new students for taking their first steps towards your new career. We are so happy to have you here with the Brookline family. And we look forward to seeing you guys all in person, hopefully soon here on campus. So with that being said, does anyone have any questions?
Any final questions from any of you? This is your opportunity. Of course, you'll be able to ask your program director specific questions about the program, but just any general questions before we end this meeting here today. No? Okay, well, again, we are very excited to have you part of our family. We start Monday, but you should receive an email after this, again, with a link to the Sunday tech session, the open session that Ashley has available for any of you who go to log into your class and are a little bit confused. She can kind of help you understand what the Moodle thing is. You won't be able to actually see your class material yet, but you will be able to get into Moodle, kind of get familiar with it, and Ashley can kind of guide you through that. And we're all here come Monday if you run into any problems with logging in or joining. But if you do have like specific things, I see Denise just asked a question. I definitely don't want to shout out your student ID on here. So I would say get with your admissions rep right after this, and then that way they can give you anything that you would need to help you with that piece. But again, truly appreciate all of you for taking the time. You can see from meeting everybody, we truly care about your success here, and you will find that throughout your program. All we ask of you is to show up each day, communicate when you need help, and we'll be there to guide and partner with you through. So I really hope all of you enjoyed these breakout sessions. Make sure you attend them. So it's right after this meeting. Just go into your email. You should see a link from your program director. Go meet them, have fun, get aware of your program, and ask any questions that you have. All right, I'll stop rambling on here. You guys have a fantastic weekend. any questions at all outside of your program director, get with admissions, get with me. You all have my email. We're here to help. All right. Best of luck to all of you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.